Hi, art friends. Yes, I should probably address the elephant in the room. This plant is doing really nice, right? Just kidding. Yeah, I know. I dyed my hair pink since the last video I did. I know every February I start to feel a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a drag from my New Year's goals. So I wanted to share with you guys 7 tips that I've learned to keep myself motivated to continue on with my creative goals. I actually cover this and way more in my Making a Living as an Artist class on Skillshare. So if you're interested in watching that, you can find the link in the description below. Don't have a Skillshare membership? I got you. That link is good for a 2 free-month trial to Skillshare. So if you just want to check out the class, you can. There's a lot of awesome classes on Skillshare as well. Anyway, on to the motivation tips. So number 1, celebrate the wins any chance that you get. Okay, so this is like game theory in a nutshell, says somebody who really doesn't know anything about game theory, but hear me out. Celebrating little milestones is incredibly motivating. This is why your elementary school teacher would give you a little gold sticker for good behavior. It's why Instagram is so addicting. You know, when you post, you get to see all the likes and the comments, and that's nice, but Instagram also gives you like all these numbers. They say, oh, you got this many impressions and this many engagements. It's these little markers of success that Instagram is giving you to be like, oh yeah, I wanna post more. I wanna see these numbers get even higher. Feeling like you are progressing is naturally motivating. It builds faster forward momentum. So if you can celebrate even those little things, like even if it's saying, putting like a little sticker in your journal saying, I drew something today, that is a little win. And the amazing thing is that celebrating small wins have the same motivating effect on your brain as celebrating big wins. So whenever you get the chance, acknowledge and celebrate your successes. Set timers and time limits. I talked about this more in depth in my video on setting creative goals, which I will link to somewhere. But just to briefly recap, setting timers helps me get started, and setting time limits helps me stay on track. Just start working, even if you don't feel motivated. A lot of times I find my motivation after I've started working on something and not before. Additionally, staying focused is something that takes practice. It's something that you can get better at. Dedicate a set amount of time, ideally at the same time every day, to work on your creative goals and form a habit of working on them. And this is going to help you exercise those focus and motivation muscles. Oh, and a side note here on this one, caffeine. Comment below if tea or coffee is your go-to motivation tool. Take breaks. This advice is for people out there who work 16-hour work days like a badge of honor. This is probably advice for myself. You are not a machine, you are a human being. You will feel more relaxed, refreshed, and excited and motivated to jump back into your work if you give yourself proper time to rest and relax. That means weekends and evenings. Remind yourself why you wanted to achieve this creative goal, and especially get in touch with the emotions of why you wanted this creative goal in the first place. Our emotions are a huge driver of why we do the things that we do. This is why protests happen. When people get excited or upset enough, they will get motivated to do something. They will get off of the couch and into the cold and the rain and do something about it. So if your creative goal is to draw hands better, remind yourself why you want to draw hands better in the first place. You want people to admire your work. You want to draw that children's book. You want to win an award for your amazing illustrations. You want to get the attention of that fancy client or that dream agent. Getting in touch with the emotions and the why can help motivate you and keep you on track. So get in touch with the feelings and the emotions surrounding the why you want to do this creative goal. My secret for achieving really big goals is to plan for a really big reward, something that I really want. I'm not talking about a slice of chocolate cake or a glass of red wine at the end of the night, although those things are nice. I'm talking about big things like a really expensive new iPad Pro, or renting a studio to make art in, or a trip to Disney World or South America. These rewards need to be so big and so exciting that they're going to motivate you to jump out of bed every morning excited to work on your project. These rewards need to be big enough that they're going to help motivate you when you feel like procrastinating, or you're intimidated or afraid to do the thing that you are trying to do, or you just plain don't feel like doing the work. Have a list of exactly what you need to do today. If your goals are really big and vague, they are going to be demotivating if you don't know exactly what step you need to take. So if your goal is create 5 new pieces of artwork this week, that can be a little bit intimidating if you don't know exactly what it is that you need to do right now. So what you want to do is you want to break your goal into little tiny steps. And these steps need to be small enough that you can check them off of a to-do list. Hit thumbs up if you've ever put anything on your to-do list just so you could cross it off. We all love being able to cross something off of a list, right? So again, this is about staying motivated, right? So if your goal is to create 5 new pieces of art this week, you can break that into bite-sized, easy-to-do tasks that could be like research reference images, create your sketches, choose your color palette, color the artwork in, add shading, add textures, add details. These are all bite-sized tasks that are easy and clear so that you know exactly what you need to be doing. Plus, crossing those things off of a to-do list is motivating. I love hearing your insights too. So if you have any tips for staying motivated, let us know in the comments below. If you'd like to keep up with what I'm doing in my illustration career and tips for artists, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I do my best to post videos regularly, but sometimes work kind of takes over. So if you want to be sure to keep up with what I'm posting, make sure you're hitting that notification bell, which might be over there actually. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.